Peace. This is a meat and potato sorcery production starring myself, the Water Alchemist, and today's topic for the occult family is an occult perspective of the Greek gods and the Egyptian gods. Now, many of us know about the invasions that happened in Kemet, and if we don't, I highly recommend that you read The Black Nile and His Family by Dr. Ben, or you can read Black Athena by Martin Bernal. So we know about how the constant invasions wore Kemet or Egypt down. But that's not what we're going to deal with. What we're going to deal with is how the Greek gods got there in the first place. Well, how they got there is because once Zeus assumed power, where things that went wrong is that he fell out with his grandmother Gaia because he planned to expel all of the Titans. Now, Gaia had gave birth to 4 races, the Titans being, of course, the eldest. So what Zeus had did was he enlisted the help of the second oldest race, and that was the Cyclops, those with one eye. And there was this back and forth, and time again, Zeus always found a way to defeat his grandmother. So his grandmother came up with this plan where she would mate with Tartarus, the underworld, and spawned a child known as Typhon. Typhon was half humanoid and half beast and was so massive it is alleged that his head could touch the stars themselves. So what Typhon had did, he went looking for the Olympians. And except for Zeus, all the other Olympians, they got out of Dodge and fled to Kemet. Now, why would they flee to Kemet? Since the Neteru were already ruling there, and that was their domain. Well, we have to remember, Kemet was the epicenter of knowledge as well as metaphysics and philosophy, but also this, magic and necromancy. Yes, Trogs, in Kemet, we dealt with necromancy. So what they did was they assumed the forms of animals, Ares, a fish, and then some of the other gods, they took on the qualities or the imbued qualities and meshed with those gods. Demeter had meshed with Set or Isis, Dionysus with Asar or Osiris. Then you had the Ibis bird that became Thoth, who was Hermes at one time. And then the other 2 who were remaining in constant battle was Horus, who was Zeus, and Typhon meshed with Set. And that is how they ended up there fighting. And when it was all said and done, eventually Zeus did defeat Typhon, but they were there nonetheless. So that's how the Greek gods ended up in Kemet. They were fleeing from Typhon. And it was a war that was lasting for a very long time, because even before that, the wars between the Titans and the Olympians, because it was 12 Titans, 6 Olympians, that lasted hundreds of years. And they were supposed to get exiled, but didn't. And then there was the fight between Gaia and Zeus. But that's how they ended up there. When he came amongst them, they all assumed the forms that they had to assume, and they just got out of there. And Typhon, of course, was going to track them down, but he was deposed by Zeus. And it took a while, but that's how they ended up there. So it wasn't so much the invasions. Yes, we know about that, but the Greeks sought cosmic asylum in Kemet. So with that, that is your meat and potato sorcery for the day. I am the Water Alchemist. Be water, my friends. Peace.